Hello and welcome to the live broadcast of the Let's Build a Mega Dungeon. Surprise! I'm doing a live broadcast. Maybe people will jump on, maybe they won't. So before the move, I promised I would do a Let's Build a Dungeon using all as many random generators online as we could find. So that's what we're doing because I promised it. Plus, I want to see how the new camera looks and, what do you guys think? And then I can show off my collection of stuff over here, and you guys can be all like, "Oh my god, look what the OGG is!" And I've got this big white wall behind me that we can put posters on and be all cool. And then I got the empty space behind me, so I can see if the ninjas sneak up on me. So yeah, here we go. Let's build dungeons. Step 1: what is our dungeon called? So let's see if we can find a random generator. All these random generators, I'm going to do everything online. So yeah, let's go. 1, random dungeon name generator. Random dungeon name generator. Oh, comes right up. Dungeon names, fantasy name generator. And I will post all these links down below. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 names. Delvers of the Granite. Let's roll a 10-sider. Okay, we're gonna go to roll a 10-sider. 10. And I'll post, as I said, all these links. Got a 3. All right, so number 3. 1, 2, 3. Cells of the Nameless Goblin. Cells of the Nameless Goblin. So that's the name of our random dungeon generator. Copy. And here's the first link. And I will post all these on a down below when this goes up. So if you don't see the links down below, you will see them on a thing. So random name gen. So I'm putting these all in a document, and then I'll post this document. Nice. In the comments section of this video, so you can check these out by yourself, right? That's how it works. Okay, so we got our name. What else can we find? Random dungeon generator. Random dungeon generator. Okay, we got the, whoa. What the hell did I just find? It looks like somebody copied and pasted the entire SRD as a, I don't know what I'm looking at. Wow, it's just a bunch of text that looks like prompts to generate random numbers and references. So it looks like somebody pasted their program on the wrong file. So you're just seeing all the numbers. Okay, that's not what we wanted. Let's just try something else. All right, random dungeon generator D&D. Okay, here we go. Wow, that was weird. Don John D20 random dungeon generator. Okay, let's go. How many levels do we want our dungeon to have, and what's our motif? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First we have motif, none or abandoned. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 possibilities. So we're going to roll a D14. Roll a D14. You got 14. All right, so number 14. Number 14 for our motif is Infernal. Dungeon level, we'll start with 1. Dungeon size, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 choices. So roll a D10. Got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Medium size, dungeon layout, rectangle, box, cross, dagger, satire, keep, hexagon, round, or canaverous. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll a d10 again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep. Room size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So roll a d6. These are all being done on the same page. Roll a die. So 1. Medium. Polymorph rooms. I don't know what that means. Doors. None. Basic, secure, standard, death trap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a d5. 1. None. Corridors. Labyrinth, errant, straight. I don't know what that means. Do we want it to be yeah, okay, so I guess it's a 3. Roll a d3. 2. 1, 2. Errant. Room dead ends. We got 3 choices. None, some, or all. Some of these are dumb, but okay. Roll a d3. 2. None, some. Stairs, yes or no? Roll a d2. 1. Yes. Map style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Roll a d15. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Map style. Marble. Grid. Squares, hex, vertex, or none. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't know what it is. Now, dungeon level. Well, obviously, this is the first level of our dungeon, so we need to figure out how many levels we want our dungeon to have. The Cells of the Lost Goblin, right? Was that the name? So we need to roll a d20. Uh, 8 levels. Okay. Got 8 levels. This is the first level of 8. We're using the D20 random dungeon generator from Donjon. Let's construct our dungeon. I don't know how to do dual screen, so I can't show you what I'm seeing. Okay, here is level 1. And I will post it. And I will copy and paste it. Hey, somebody's following me. Hi. All right. So let's see. I'll also cut and copy and paste this onto a Write document so you can see everything that we generated. Additionally, as a PDF somewhere, either on Locals or Google, whatever you would call it. Google, well, the way that you can share files. So, yeah. All right, let's see what we got. General, Masonry, Climb, D20, Uneven Flagstone, Balance, DC 10 to change your run, Temperature, Extreme Heat. Whoa. Creatures take 1d6 points of lethal damage per minute and must succeed on a Fortitude saving throw every 5 minutes or take one. Ooh, that's a lot of information. Illumination is dark. Individual creatures must carry light. So it looked like we have some corridor features that we can roll for random, and we got some random monsters. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A D8 for corridor features you can roll while they're going down the corridors, and a D6 versus of random monsters, and they all fit the infernal theme. I'm not sure how we got infernal out of a dungeon called Cells of the Lost Goblin, but that's what the random generator said. So we got 6 random monsters that we can generate and 8 random things we can roll while they're walking down our hallways. And we got 42 rooms. All right, so let's read one of the rooms and see what it says. Room number 1, archway to the north entrance, archway to the south entrance, archway to the west entrance. Room features a narrow shaft that falls into the room from above. I guess that's how we get into the chamber. And a tapestry of a legendary monster hangs from the south wall. Tapestry of a legendary monster. I don't know. Oscar the Grouch. I don't know why my brain went there, but sure. There are 10 teeny fiendish centipedes in here. Okay, I could buy 10 centipedes being in the first level of a dungeon, but fiendish? Hell centipedes? I mean, that means a demon. Isn't how you get fiendish means that somewhere along the line, it's kind of like the tiefling version of a monster. Somebody had happy baby time with a demon. So I'm supposed to believe that a centipede had sex with a demon in order to produce teeny fiendish centipedes. I'd assume centipedes in hell would pretty much be exactly the same as centipedes on Earth. They're centipedes. They can survive pretty much anything. I don't think they'd know the difference between hell and, say, the Mojave Desert. So we're just going to say 10 centipedes. Normal, 10 centipedes is actually an overkill for a bunch of first level characters. Obviously, the cells of the Lost Goblin are pretty intense. All right, so that's the first room. Let's go see what the last room says. Room 42, archway. A tapestry of vile acts hangs from the west wall, and several bent copper coins are scattered throughout the room. Monster, 1 devil, lemur. Aren't those like the baby devils? I think they're not imps, but they're like really low. Yeah, I mean, they're like, 1-hit die demons. So that's fitting our infernal theme that we rolled. So there we go. That's 1 random generator that gave us 1 level of our dungeon. I will copy and paste this and put it on the file. I don't know how many of these we're going to do. I don't think we're going to do all 8. We'll definitely do 2 levels. Level 1 was generated, and that copied and pasted pretty good. All right, where are we? All right, I don't know if you can see this, but okay. Random dungeon generator. Here's one from Kasan.com. All right. Is this working? Can you see it? I hope so. Randomly generate parts of the dungeon on the fly, blah, 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 blah. All right. Jump to a section. Dungeon start, passages, doors, chamber, blah, blah, blah. Dungeon type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So roll D19. Roll a die.net. You got a 15. All right, we got a temple or shrine, and it gave us, I don't know what it gave us. It's definitely a little bit more confusing than the other one, but okay. Here's the link. And of course, I will copy and paste this onto the file for the print of level 2. So this one doesn't give us as many choices. As you can see, it shows us what the ones are, but it doesn't give us generators. Rooms. Yeah, this one says it's good. So let's move on to another one. But okay. Random dungeon generator. So here's one called Dungeon App. All right, theme, 8 to choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, there's only 6 to choose one from. I'm not sure how you get 8 out of 6, but okay. 2. 1, 2. Size, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what this means, so we're just going to leave it the way it is. And generate. Oh. It just gives us a map. Doesn't tell us anything about it. Oh, well, I'll post this one too, but again, it's not a winner. I hope you're enjoying this. All right, let's try and find another one. Random generator number 3. Random dungeon generator. Dungeons tome randomly. Random dungeon generator. Looks exactly the same as the last one. Random dungeon map generator. All right, we'll try this one. I don't think it's going to populate it for us. I think it's just going to, if you're annoyed by this, let me know. And I will stop using it. Yes. Random funhouse dungeons are always fun to play, though, as long as everyone knows what they're getting themselves into. Well, you know, the experiment was to randomly generate a dungeon or mega dungeon using nothing but the random prompts. So we got a random name, which is the Cell of the Lost Goblin. And so now we're just looking at the different random dungeon generator pages to generate our dungeon. And the third one we were trying, the fourth one we were trying is called Dungeon Map Info. Again, here's the link. And I'll put the link on the thing. And we will press some buttons and see what we get. All right, size, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's 3. Dungeon difficulty, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Party level. This is the second level. So party size, 4. Treasure value, 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Item max rarity, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2. Room density, low, medium, high. 1, 2, 3. We get a 3. Room size, small, medium, or large. So again, another D3. We get a 2. 1, 1, 2. And then we have a whole bunch of choices for monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do I just click all the ones I want? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we got to have fiends. It's our theme. And we got to have, I guess, some humanoids. Of course, we got to have slimes. I only let you do one at a time. Oh, no, I probably have to do, what do you go? Shift. No, control. So I guess fiends. Nah, let's do humanoids. Traps. 1, 2, 3. 3. Dead ends. Yes. Corridors. No. Roaming monsters. None. Theme. Dark, light, minimal. And generate plane map. Generate. Ba-dam. Oh, it does give us things. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 39 rooms for level 2 of our dungeon. Let's see what a random monster looks like. And we can download the description here. So room 1 has got 2 gnolls who have 134 gold pieces. And the entry to the room is a mithril locked door. Wow. And then the final room, no monsters, no treasure, just some doors. Okay, so there's level 2 of our dungeon. And let's download that. And here it is. I will post this, of course. It gives me a nice little file link. So yeah, all right. Let's see what our people are saying. Just generated one. Nice one from Dungeon myself. So many good tools out there, Knights. Okay. Is that fun? Let's try something different. So what else do we got? Random dungeon generators. Random dungeon name generator. Random dungeon map generator. Random dungeon generators 5e. Random dungeons. Random dungeon generator. Random. Okay, let's try this one. Gives us Dungeon, an app, Carsoom. Here's a new one called Master the Dungeon. No. Endless RPD random map generator. No, that's a game on Steam. Random dungeon room generator. Up ahead, you see. This just generates traps. It's just as a random corridor generator. Yeah. Nope. Dungeon generator. Basically, it looks like the two that we like. Dungeon is the number 1, and Dungeon is number 2. That's the ones we keep getting referred to. Interesting. Fine. How's it going with you, DM Bloodworth? So I think what it is, unlike when I did the random superhero generator, which there were tons of these, it looks like a lot of these just copy the file that somebody else already did and just present it in a new, slightly different way. But they're all, I mean, you would think, considering how many people love Appendix N and the random generators, that there would be more, but apparently there's only like 4. So let's go with the one that we apparently are having the most luck with, Donjon. So first we got to remember our name. The Cells of the Lost Goblin. It wasn't the Lost Goblin Tribe, it was the Lost Goblin. So dungeon level, this is our 3rd size. We've got same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for our motif. So we're going to roll a D14. This will probably be our 3rd and last level because this is kind of boring. But I said I'd do it. So 11. And our theme for level 3 is cold. Dungeon size. Let's have a vote. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 choices. Years ago, I found a set of rules for converting a Sudoku into a dungeon. Wouldn't that sort of just work like Minesweeper? Yes, no, yes, no. You'll have to try and find them again and post them for us. That would be fun to play through and design a dungeon using the Sudoku. I mean, Sudoku is basically Minesweeper, right? Or am I wrong? Am I thinking of something else? All right, roll a D10. 7. Huge peripheral egresses. I don't know what that means, so we're going to ignore it. Dungeon layout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, roll a D9. We get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get room layout. Scattered, dense, somatic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll a D4. 1. You know, if you're going to use big words, you should explain them. Didn't Questing Beast just release a flowchart at the end of the last video? He posted a link to a flowchart, which is based upon a previous flowchart. I found it interesting because he was like talking about it like it was new, but that's not new. The taking appendix and random table and turning it into a poster map, that was been around for a while. I mean, I remember seeing that years ago and messing around with it. But basically, it's the random tables from appendix N, but then they're laid out as an actual dungeon. So you start at the beginning of the random table entrance, and then you roll your way through the dungeon. So it's a visual representation of those random tables. But yeah, it's basically just the generators from Appendix N, which most of these are just using that generator that somebody's just converted into a program. Room size medium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's kind of boring. I appreciate y'all for sticking around. This will be the last one we do, just so you get an idea. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gigantic polymorph rooms. We don't know what that means. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for doors. Last time we got all death traps. That was fun. Every door is a death trap. Who would build this? 5. We got death trap again. Yes. Corridors. We got 3 choices. Remove dead ends. We got 3 choices. Will it have stairs? We have 3 choices. Yes. Map style. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 choices. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Asylum. And grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Hex. All right. Level 3. I guess. Where'd level 2? There we go. Ba-dam! Oh, my. I wonder, are you... This is weird. A lot of wasted space. Yeah, definitely. I would be annoyed with this level just with the walking. Okay, so we know this is level 3 and our final level of the cells of the Lost Goblin. We got some corridor features. We got some wandering monsters. We got 20 rooms. Room number 1 is, we have an entryway. There's some hidden treasure, which is guarded by a contact poison. A DC 10 contact poison hidden in a simple wooden chest. It's not very hidden if it's in a simple wooden chest. Unless the chest was also hidden. So you go to the trouble of hiding the chest, I guess. Yeah, lost treasure, buried something. Okay, that's the first room. And the last room has a bunch of doors and one monster, a orc blade of Ilnivel. I guess it's an orc priest of some kind, or cultist, or orc cultist, I guess. So level 3 is orc cultist. So level 1 we had yeah, you just generate as you're running. All these guys have done is taken all those tables and turned them into a program. So to avoid all the time of going, oh, blah, 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 like I'm doing. I mean, you don't just click, bam, and then you're done. Now the top of my list of things to do is a better dungeon generator program. Can you go do better than Appendix N and the random tables in Appendix N? Probably. They're kind of hard to top, but it probably could. So apparently we have some orc cultists on level 3 of the cell of the Lost Goblin. Not the Lost Goblin tribe, just the Lost Goblin. So it's just, this whole thing was built for one goblin. We got 2 levels. Well, 2.5 levels. We goofed around with some other generators, but there you go. So I promised you the OGGM cat, which is all the reason why you're all really here. So let's just turn off the share screen. And here we go. Nope, she doesn't want to be on TV. Come here. Come here. Oh, okay. Next time on the OGGM Adventures, the OGGM cat will join us, but she does not want to be famous. You know how cats are. They're like, hey, leave me alone. I want to go to my room. I'm far too important for you people. You must bribe me with snacks. All right, so this is where we are going to be broadcasting from. And from now on, so I hope you appreciate it. Now that I've got the new camera more or less set up, I mean, it's still not 100%. I got to figure out how to screw it to the laptop, but it'll start. We got all the books in the china cabinet, and we got the figure set up. We got my limited collection of toys, my one pop. We got my declaration saying that I am a Lord of Scotland because I own 1 square foot of land. Yeah, so there we go. This is what Site B looks like. Slightly larger than Site A, but like Site A, it has some issues. You know, when you move into a new place, you find things that the previous owners left behind that maybe they forgot to tell you about, like the trap door, the pipes that don't work, or the haunted closet. All right, so that was somewhere it says how long. So that was 35 minutes of random dungeon generation as promised. What do you think of the generators? I will of course post all these on the locals, and then post a link so you can see what we made and decide whether you want to use it or not. Should there be better? I mean, I assume there are apps on the thing that are way better than this, but it just breaks down to somebody's done all the random tables for you and converted it to a project. I don't think many people do like I did and just go and at least not while they're for a group. Assume maybe if you're sitting at home, you could do blah, 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 blah. But if you're at a group with people, you just want to go, oh, God, they're going someplace I didn't plan. Bam. Oh, okay, here we go, So, yeah, you could do it both ways. You could just, press the rent button and hope for the best. And maybe you get a masterwork, or maybe you get something that makes no sense. That's the fun of random generators. Or you just sit and meticulously go through everything and then, pick your theme and then you randomly generate it. But at that point, why aren't you just building your dungeon and you're just using that for ideas, which I'm sure somebody's done that too, right? If not, they should, which just gives you prompts. Yeah, there's like 10,000 how to build a dungeon guides and random dungeon guides and how to be a DM guides. I'm sure one of those has got like just prompts, dungeon names, dungeon themes, right? I've got the Goodman Games dungeon writing, adventure writing guide. I know that's got some prompts, and we know that there's always hundreds of people out there doing the prompts, and want you to buy a $300 notebook that they made with leather with prompts, or you could just do like I always do and go to the 99-cent store and I've got stacks of them. Or if you have a relative who owns a business, you just steal them from him. Yeah, so it's a science that probably could be improved if somebody really wanted to waste the time. But at one point, are you randomly generating, as opposed to now you're just making your own and you're just throwing ideas and then you're just looking at prompts and then you're like, oh, prompts. Oh, infernal. That gives me some ideas. And an infernal asylum. Ooh, I can work with that. An infernal asylum that was built just to trap one goblin. What does this goblin know if he's deserving of a infernal asylum built just to keep him in, patrolled by orcish cultists and fiendish centipedes and other minor demons? So one of the orcish cultists summoned some demons and just said, go populate the first level. I don't care what you guys do. Me and my orc cultists are going to be down here watching this one goblin. Who is he? Yes, exactly. Who is this one goblin that he or she got themselves trapped in this infernal 2-level asylum watched over by these orc cultists? What does this guy know? And how long have they been there? I mean, are we talking generations of orc cultists? Because that would mean, a couple years. Unless this goblin's immortal, he'd be dead. So do they know he's dead, or are they just still watching over the corpse of this one goblin, which is even more of a story? Or are we dealing with an immortal goblin, and that's why they're watching over him? Maybe they're cultists that are worshiping him because he's immortal, but he's an insane, so that's why he is in this infernal asylum. So we have orc cultists worshiping an immortal goblin who is in an asylum because he's an insane, but still, who is he? What did he do to get immortality and be worthy of a bunch of orc cultists watching over him in an infernal asylum? It's like the comedy version of Silent Hill. All this for one goblin? What does this guy know? I mean, it's a goblin, so, He probably became immortal by accident, and either he's insane or he's just a goblin, and they think he's insane. Why? Why? I don't know. Who? Who do you guys think this goblin is? That's the big mystery. I'm gonna post it on locals, and then your fun can be to download it and decide who this goblin is and what did he or she do to become immortal, and then what did he or she do to be locked up in an infernal asylum watched over by orcish cultists. There's a whole story there. I need to write this down, but I want to see what you guys write. So let me know. I'll post the link to the locals, and you can post what you think the story of our goblin is. And I think that's more than enough. So unless anybody else has something they want to talk about in regards to randomly generating dungeons, I will bring this to an end, because why not? I got nothing else to talk about, and I don't want to be one of those guys who talks for 6 hours about nothing. Not mentioning any names. Nothing but love. All right, have a great evening. Thank you for joining me for this experiment. If you want to see more experiments like this, let me know. If you never want to see me go live again, let me know, because remember, I can't fix it if you don't tell me what's broken. Thank you for being part of the OGGM adventures. As always, like, share, subscribe, and get off my land, you damn kids. I'll talk to you soon. And again, this will be posted in like 5 seconds up onto my locals. And please feel free to post after I post it what you think the goblin is, and how he got there, how he became insane, how he became immortal, and why these orcs are watching him. And yeah, Smashed, if you can find those rooms again, the rules for the Sudoku dungeon, or maybe I'll do a search. That does sound fun. So if I can find it, I will post it on the webpage. Till then, have a great evening. Thank you again. I want to see what you guys think about our weird goblin. See ya!